The first thing the woman does every day when she wakes up is to coat the bullet with a special material, heat it up to 3000 degrees, and then shoot it towards a strange piece of scale. Unsurprisingly, the woman failed again this time, and this was already her 996th experiment. But no matter how much she tried, she was never able to leave a trace on the monster's scales. Just 3 years ago, countless huge cockroach monsters suddenly emerged from the ground without warning. Not only were they extremely agile, but their bodies were also incredibly hard. The existing weapons of human beings were simply ineffective against them, and in just 1 month's time, 95% of human beings around the world were brutally killed by these monsters. But the strange thing is that the monsters somehow never want to cross the 8,000-foot plateau, which gave mankind a chance to breathe, so the survivors of the people will collectively migrate to the top of the 8,000-foot high mountain, and from then on in there to survive down. However, as a single father, will soon encounter a difficult problem, because his son Hunter has suffered from lung disease since childhood. Every night need a ventilator to sustain life, but after 3 years of day and night consumption, the ventilator filter is also finally very little left. So he had to make the difficult decision to travel to the hospital in the city down the mountain to find supplies. But the elevation of the city is a full 2,000 feet below the safety cordon, which means he will be in a dangerous zone infested with monsters. In order to increase his chances of survival, Will approaches Dr. Nina, a biology doctor who has been working on how to destroy monsters, hoping to use her experience to help him on this adventure. However, before the trip, his neighbor Katie, after learning of Will's purpose, also insisted on going with him. Will wants to stop him, but Katie doesn't give him a chance, saying she doesn't want to live like this forever.
We're gonna have to fight them eventually, Will. It might as well be today.
So after discussing their course of action, the three of them set off on their adventure. When they arrived at the height where the cordon was located, Nina immediately took out her tracker to check the movement of the monsters. This was a finger monster needle she invented based on the characteristics of monsters, and as long as a monster appeared nearby, the needle of the meter would jump wildly. After confirming that there were no monsters around, the three of them crossed the cordon without hesitation. They soon found 2 scrapped armored vehicles by the road at the foot of the mountain, and Will was lucky enough to find a grenade launcher from one of them. It wouldn't destroy the monster, but in a pinch it would at least slow down the other side's advance. After an uneventful journey, the trio soon arrived at the first destination of their journey, the ski resort of Atlas.